Welcome to our video. When you love yourself enough, you attract this kind of love. In this journey together, we'll explore the powerful connection between self-love and the relationships we attract into our lives. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to draw love effortlessly while others struggle? The answer lies in how we view and treat ourselves. This video is important because understanding self-love is the first step toward cultivating deep, meaningful connections with others. By the end, you will learn practical tips on how to nurture your self-love, leading to healthier relationships and a more fulfilling life. Get ready to discover the secrets that can transform your love life. Why does self-love matter? How can it change your relationships? Stick around, and we'll answer these questions while inspiring you to embrace the love you truly deserve. Let's dive in. Self-love is a profound journey that transforms not only how we see ourselves, but also how we interact with the world around us. It's a deep-rooted acceptance of who we are, embracing our quirks and imperfections. Imagine a woman named Sarah who spent years battling self-doubt, often thinking, if only I could love myself more. Sarah felt stuck in a cycle of negative self-talk, believing she wasn't good enough, which led her to settle for relationships that didn't fulfill her. But one day, she stumbled upon daily affirmations, a simple yet powerful practice that began to shift her perspective. Every morning, Sarah would write down 3 things she appreciated about herself. At first, it was challenging. She struggled to find anything positive. However, over time, she discovered that she truly loved her creativity, her kindness, and her resilience. This practice didn't just make her feel good momentarily, it laid a solid foundation for her self-worth. Research shows that self-affirmation can significantly boost our confidence and reduce stress, leading to healthier relationships. As Sarah's self-love grew, she began to notice a ripple effect. Friends treated her with more respect, and she started to attract partners who valued her. The way we treat ourselves sets a standard for how others treat us. When we value our own worth, we create an environment where others feel compelled to treat us similarly. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It required dedication, patience, and the willingness to confront the inner critic that had held her back for so long. However, Sarah's story illustrates that with consistent effort, self-love can flourish. By embracing small daily practices, anyone can cultivate a loving relationship with themselves. Remember, the journey of self-love is not about perfection. It's about progress and acceptance. As you embark on your own journey, keep in mind that loving yourself is the first step to attracting the love you truly deserve. When you love yourself, you become a magnet for positive relationships. This powerful transformation begins with understanding the ripple effect of self-love on your interactions with others. Picture someone who has spent years criticizing themselves, feeling unworthy of love and respect. One day, they decide enough is enough. They commit to embracing their true self, flaws and all. As they start to appreciate their unique qualities, something remarkable happens. The people around them begin to respond differently. Consider Sarah, who always felt invisible in her relationships. She often attracted friends and partners who treated her poorly, mirroring her own feelings of inadequacy. After embracing self-love through affirmations and journaling, she began to radiate a new energy. Suddenly she noticed that people were treating her with more kindness and respect. This shift was not coincidental. It was a reflection of her newfound self-worth. The science behind this is simple. When we treat ourselves with love and respect, we set a standard for how others treat us. As Sarah's self-love grew, so did her confidence. She started engaging in conversations that she would have shied away from before, asserting her needs and desires without fear of rejection. The relationships she cultivated were no longer based on scarcity and insecurity. Instead, they blossomed into connections filled with mutual respect and appreciation. This illustrates a key point. The way we view ourselves directly influences how we allow others to treat us. This journey of self-love isn't just personal. It creates a ripple effect, enhancing the quality of our relationships. By nurturing self-love, you not only transform your own life, but also elevate those around you. Are you ready to embark on your own journey of self-discovery and watch how it positively impacts your connections? As we move forward, let's explore practical ways to boost your self-worth and attract the love you deserve. Recognizing toxic patterns in relationships often stems from a lack of self-love. Many individuals find themselves in a cycle of attracting partners who do not appreciate them, leading to feelings of frustration and confusion. The root of this issue lies in how they perceive their worth. Take Sarah, for instance. She longed for a fulfilling relationship, yet she consistently found herself with partners who undermined her. Why does this keep happening? She would wonder, feeling trapped in a loop of disappointment. The answer often resides in her self-image. Sarah, like many, unconsciously accepted less than she deserved because she didn't believe she was worthy of more. This realization can be a wake-up call. When we fail to recognize our own value, we send out a signal to the world that we are okay with being treated poorly. It's essential to break this cycle, and the first step is acknowledging these toxic patterns. By identifying the behaviors and relationships that drain your energy, you can begin to shift your perspective. Consider the story of James, who realized he was always drawn to people who were emotionally unavailable. After some introspection, he understood this pattern was a reflection of his own fears about intimacy. Armed with this knowledge, James decided to work on his self-esteem, and he started to make choices that aligned with his newfound self-worth. Breaking free from these cycles requires intentionality. Start by setting clear standards for how you wish to be treated. This could involve distancing yourself from relationships that do not honor your value. By doing so, you create space for healthier connections. As you redefine what you accept, you'll notice a shift, not only in how others treat you, but also in how you feel about yourself. This transformation is powerful. When you recognize your worth, you naturally attract relationships that reflect that value. Imagine the difference. Instead of settling for less, you embrace love that uplifts you. The journey of self-love may feel daunting at first, but with each step, you'll find the strength to demand the respect and affection you truly deserve. As you embark on this path, remember, the love you attract is a direct reflection of the love you show yourself. To cultivate self-love, one must engage in practical, actionable steps that transform how they perceive themselves and, consequently, how they interact with the world. Daily affirmations act as a powerful tool in this journey. Imagine a woman named Sarah, who, for years, struggled with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Each morning, she began to write down 3 things she loved about herself: her kindness, her creativity, and her resilience. Initially, it felt forced, but as days turned into weeks, those affirmations became a lifeline. She started believing in her worth, and with this newfound confidence, she began attracting more fulfilling relationships. Journaling provides another avenue for self-exploration and acceptance. Picture Sarah again, pen in hand, reflecting on her day. Through her writing, she uncovers patterns of negative self-talk and begins to challenge these thoughts. Instead of writing, "I am not good enough," she reframes it to, "I am enough, just as I am." This shift in perspective not only nurtures her self-love, but also empowers her to seek out connections that honor her value. Prioritizing self-care is essential as well. Self-care doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as taking a moment for a deep breath, enjoying a warm cup of tea, or indulging in a favorite hobby. When Sarah started dedicating time to activities that brought her joy, she noticed a significant change in her mood and energy. Those around her began to respond positively, reinforcing the idea that how we treat ourselves sets the tone for how others treat us. As we weave these practices into our daily lives, we open ourselves to a transformative journey. The contrast between Sarah's initial self-doubt and her blossoming self-love highlights the profound impact of these small, consistent actions. Embracing our uniqueness and celebrating our worth not only enhances our relationship with ourselves, but also attracts healthier, more loving connections. Each step taken in nurturing self-love builds a foundation for a richer, more fulfilling life, urging you to embark on your own journey of discovery and acceptance. When you start to love yourself, something magical happens. You naturally begin to set boundaries that protect your energy and well-being. Imagine a person named Sarah. For years, she felt obligated to say yes to every request from friends and family, even when it drained her. She craved appreciation, but often felt exhausted and unfulfilled. One day, Sarah stumbled upon the concept of self-love and decided to embark on this journey. As she learned to appreciate her worth, Sarah realized that saying no wasn't selfish. It was a necessary act of self-care. She began to practice assertiveness in small ways, like declining invitations that didn't resonate with her or asking for help when she needed it. With each boundary she set, Sarah felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. This transformation didn't just enhance her self-esteem, it also attracted healthier relationships into her life. Friends started to respect her time and energy, and she discovered a newfound sense of freedom. The science behind this is compelling. Studies show that individuals who establish clear boundaries report higher levels of emotional well-being. They experience decreased stress and improved relationships, as boundaries create a space for mutual respect. Sarah's journey exemplifies this. By prioritizing herself, she opened the door to connections that were genuine and fulfilling. Now, you might wonder, how can you start setting boundaries in your life? Begin with small steps. Identify areas where you feel overextended and practice saying no in low-stakes situations. Over time, these small victories will build your confidence. Remember, every boundary you set is a declaration of your self-worth. As you embrace this new mindset, you'll find that the love you attract reflects the love you give to yourself. The transformation is profound, from feeling drained to empowered, from being overlooked to being cherished. Embrace this journey and watch your life shift in beautiful ways. Self-love significantly impacts the way we communicate, transforming our relationships and enhancing our ability to express our needs. When we appreciate ourselves, we naturally become more confident in voicing our thoughts and feelings. Consider the story of Sarah, who once struggled to communicate her needs in her relationship. She often felt unheard and overlooked, which stemmed from her own insecurities. But as she began to embrace her self-worth, she noticed a remarkable change in her communication style. Sarah started to articulate her feelings with clarity. Instead of shying away from difficult conversations, she approached them with confidence, knowing she deserved to be heard. For instance, she expressed her need for more quality time with her partner, a request that had previously felt daunting. This shift not only improved her relationship, but also fostered a deeper connection built on mutual respect. Research shows that effective communication is closely linked to self-esteem. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals with higher self-esteem communicate more openly and assertively. This creates an environment where both partners feel valued and understood. To enhance your communication, start by practicing active listening, truly hearing what others say and responding thoughtfully. This not only improves your relationships, but also reinforces your self-worth. You might also incorporate I statements into your conversations, such as, "I feel appreciated when," instead of placing blame. As you learn to communicate your needs clearly, you'll find that your relationships become healthier and more fulfilling. Open dialogue fosters trust and connection, allowing both you and your partner to thrive. Just like Sarah, by embracing your self-love, you can transform your communication style and, in turn, your relationships. This journey of self-discovery and empowerment will lead you to a life filled with supportive and enriching connections. So, what small step can you take today to start expressing your needs more confidently? Celebrating your journey in self-love is a profound and essential aspect of personal growth. It's important to understand that self-love is not a final destination. Rather, it's a continuous process filled with ups and downs. Imagine a young woman named Sarah, who yearned to feel worthy but often overlooked her progress. One day, she decided to take a moment to reflect on her journey and celebrate her small victories. As she acknowledged her efforts, she felt a wave of positivity wash over her, igniting a newfound sense of confidence. By celebrating each milestone, no matter how small, we cultivate a positive mindset that propels us forward. This can be as simple as recognizing when you've made a healthy choice or when you've taken a step outside your comfort zone. For example, if you've successfully set boundaries with a friend or colleague, take a moment to acknowledge that achievement. Write it down, share it with someone who supports you, or treat yourself to something special. These actions reinforce your progress and remind you of your worth. Research shows that celebrating achievements boosts motivation and reinforces positive behaviors. When we focus on what we've accomplished, we shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. This transformation is crucial because it opens the door for even more growth and self-love. As Sarah continued to celebrate her journey, she noticed a change in her relationships. Friends began to uplift her, and she attracted more positive interactions. This ripple effect highlights how celebrating our journey not only benefits us, but also enriches those around us. When you embrace and celebrate your journey, you create a powerful narrative of self-love that resonates deeply within you. It transforms the way you view yourself and your relationships. So, as we conclude, consider how you can start celebrating your own milestones. Whether it's through journaling, sharing with friends, or treating yourself, each act of recognition is a vital step in your self-love journey, paving the way for deeper connections and a more fulfilling life. Embracing the love you truly deserve is a transformative journey that begins with recognizing your own worth. Imagine waking up every day, looking in the mirror, and feeling proud of the person staring back at you. This sense of self-acceptance not only enhances your relationship with yourself, but also sets the stage for the kind of love you attract from others. As you cultivate self-love, you naturally begin to identify and let go of unhealthy relationships, making space for connections that uplift and inspire you. Let's illustrate this with the story of Mia. Mia always believed she had to settle for less in her relationships. She often found herself in situations where she felt unappreciated, asking, "Why do I keep attracting the wrong people?" What Mia didn't realize was that her feelings of unworthiness were reflected in the way others treated her. But everything changed when she committed to her self-love journey. Mia started by acknowledging her strengths and practicing daily affirmations. Over time, she transformed her mindset, no longer accepting less than she deserved. This transformation is backed by research, which shows that self-love leads to healthier relationships. According to a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, individuals with high self-esteem are more likely to engage in positive relational behaviors, such as effective communication and setting healthy boundaries. As Mia embraced her self-worth, she learned to communicate her needs clearly. Instead of fearing rejection, she found herself speaking openly with potential partners, creating an environment of mutual respect. By the time Mia met someone who genuinely appreciated her, she had already built a solid foundation of self-love. This new relationship was marked by support and encouragement, a stark contrast to her past experiences. Mia's story is a powerful reminder that when you embrace your own worth, you attract the love you truly deserve. So, are you ready to take the first step on your journey to self-love? The love story of your life is waiting to unfold.